Hey friends, welcome back to the another video. If you are new here, my name is Ronak, a YouTuber, book blogger, podcaster and marketer. In today's video, we are going to talk about things I learned after creating 10 to 12 income sources. What is the harsher truth about passive income? How you can create your different income sources that will help you to support your life. Before you start, make sure you have watched my previous video where I shared 11 ways I make money as a 23 years old freelancer and blogger, where I shared my all of the income sources, how I can make that money and all of those things. In today's video we are going to talk about what things I learned from that different kind of income source, how you can start it, is it really easy or is it hard, is it really necessary in your life, like what are the parameters you should consider while creating different income source, is it really necessary for you? And to find out, make sure you watch this video till the end and let's get started. I want to start this video with a quote. The quote is nothing but, there are years where nothing happens and there are days where everything happens. The quote, I can resonate with this quote because I have seen the growth, I have seen everything related to this quote, because I was working on my passive income, I was working on my side income almost like from last second year of my college days, and I started aggressively working on my side income from last 2 years. And in the last 2 years literally nothing happened. Like the quote says, there is in the years where nothing happens, and literally in the last 3 to 4 years nothing happens. Not too many people know me. I have not even able to create more than 3 to 4 income sources. I was just working because I know in the future all these things will compound and that will help you, that help me to get something out of it. So, and the next part of this quote is, there are days where everything happens. So in the lockdown I realized that all of those things are compounded really well, and now I can have more than 5 to 6 income sources, which is around equally 11 income source, which I shared in my last video. So that's the reason why this quote is really important. You will not realize, even if you are working for the year or 2 year, you will not realize why you will always have this question, why I'm doing this, what are the outcome of this, is it really necessary for me? So you will have all kind of this question, and you will always think about quitting, you will always think about, I should not do this. But then there are days will come where everything will happen, like within the days or within the month, you will realize that all of things are compounded, all of things are help you to reach whatever you are or whatever the stage you are. This quote is really important, and that completely resonate with my life. Now let's talk about why passive income is necessary. Well, there are two kinds of income. First one is active income and second one is passive income. Active income is nothing but where you are giving your time, whether you will get paid for your time, whether it is your job, whether it is your salaried job. So all kind of these are the active income, where you have to go there, you have to sit 8 to 10 hours and you will get paid for that 8 to 10 hours only. You will not get paid for more than that, or even if you are not working you will not get paid for it. Whether passive income is nothing but, even if you are in the sleep, then definitely you will get paid. That's the reason why passive income is really important. Even if that passive income is low amount, it should be get rolling in your life. Even the Warren Buffett, Naval Ravikant says that if you really want to get rich, you cannot trade your time, you cannot trade your whatever the time you have to trade your knowledge, you have to work on your passive income, or you have to work on your equity. Then and then only you will get wealthy. Now let's talk about what is the harsh truth about passive income. It may seems really easy that okay, you can do this and you will start getting paid, or you will start working on this and you will start getting paid. Well, that's not the true. Before you get that passive income, you have to work on that actively. Like when I started with the freelancing consultation, or that this YouTube channel, or my podcast, or my Instagram profile, I literally worked 10 to 12 hours to get started with that momentum. It's life is like a flywheel. So if you can understand the flywheel is nothing but a rotation thing, and before that flywheel start rotating on its own, you have to give that some kind of momentum. The more you give momentum, the flywheel start rotating, and when the flywheel will start rotating, it will start rolling on its own because of that momentum that we have given that already. So think about this concept with your life and think about this as a passive income. So when you are starting with the passive income, you have to devote your time, you have to work, give your time, energy, everything just for that one passive income. If you are thinking about creating passive income, which I believe that everyone should do, then you have to get into that flywheel concept, and you have to realize that at the starting you have to give a lot of momentum. The more momentum you will give, the more faster that flywheel will rotate and the more money you will make. So understand that passive income is not 100% passive. It's at the starting, it is active income. You have to give time and energy, and when it start rotating, then you can make that energy, or you can reduce that energy time. It will start rotating on its own, and you will start making money passively. Second lesson I want to talk about, what I learned from this all of the passive income, is experiment a lot. Like, treat your life as a series of experiments. It's not just one life, it's series of different kind of experiment. Your college life, your school life, your day job, your salary life, your side hustle wali life, your family life. So these are kind of the experiment. You have to experiment a lot of things, then and then only you can create a lot of passive income ideas. So how I started with this concept, because I read somewhere on this Twitter that you should treat your life as an experiment, and then only you will start thinking about how you can make out of that, how you can make money out of those kind of experiment. So the basic concept is, the reason you should experiment, because it's not that every passive income is going to work for you, or every experiment is going to work for you. But if you never take that experiment, you will never realize the power of that experiment. So whether it is that YouTube channel, just shoot videos, just shoot 10 to 15 videos and post it. Whether you want to start with the podcast, just shoot 10 to 15 podcasts and post it. Whether you want to start with the newsletter, whether you want to start with the blog, just start getting into that zone and start experimenting with stuff. Give specific amount of time. Like, if I want to start with today, I want to blog, I will try to write first 50 to 100 blogs, and then I will see that whether that experiment is really worked for me, I can able to achieve these kind of stats. Then and then only I will try to continue with those kind of thing. Obviously I failed with lot of experiment also. Like, I really wanted to learn coding, I really wanted to learn how to develop apps, but I tried to do that, and I realized that this is not something I can do. This experiment is not working for me. I cannot give that much time and that much energy for the coding specifically. So I stopped doing that, and I focused on different experiment, which is my affiliate, which is my YouTube, which is my consultation, this is my freelancing work, where I can give time and where I can definitely work on it with all my heart. And now I can see that converted into the passive income. The next part in the experiment come is nothing but the double down on all those experiment. Double down is nothing but monetization. When you have that kind of experiment, like say you have started writing the blogs, you have started writing, and after 50 blog you realize that okay, you get a lot of traction, you get a lot of amount of views on that blog. Now think about how you can double down on it. Double down is nothing but monetization. You have to start monetizing it. Don't think about other people, like who will buy this course, who will buy, or who will watch my videos, or who will show this thing. It's not your worry. You just have to focus on your content, and you just have to focus on your monetization part. You just have to focus on these two category, and this flywheel obviously get started rolling, and you will get paid for those things. And when that flywheel is rotating, you will start making money. After monetization, the fourth lesson I want to talk about is, don't work on something that you are not ready to work for the lifetime. Like, if you cannot work on that thing for the rest of your life, then do not try to do that experiment. Like, I realized this pretty late when I started with the coding. Like, already give you the example, when I started with the coding, then I realized that okay, this is not something I cannot work for the lifetime. Or all my engineering degree, like I placed it into the MNC, but then I realized that this is not something I cannot work for the lifetime. So it's really important to understand that if you cannot going to work for your rest of your life, then do not even try to experiment all of those things, because you will waste your time, you will waste your energy, you will waste your money if if the money part is involved in that. But usually if you want to start, then do not try to experiment with the thing which is you are not 100% sure that you will not work on this. Obviously treat life as an experiment, but make sure if you are not going to work for the lifetime, never work on those experiments. The fifth lesson is nothing but start from where you are already. In 2018 I started. When I started, I had a lot of questions like what my friends will think, what my parents will think, what everything will think. But today, fast forward today, I can see that everyone is happy, my parents are happy, everyone is happy, and I'm literally enjoying what I am doing. So first thing you should understand is start where you are with whatever you have. The problem is, 99% of the people, they think a lot, that they want to do this thing, they want to start YouTube, they want to do podcast, they want to do writing, they want to do everything, but that 1% remaining person only take action. So always try to be in that 1% category where you will not think first, but you will take action first. Unless and until you take the action, you will never get that flywheel rolling. So if you want to get that flywheel rolling, then you have to take action. The next lesson I learned is nothing but your time and knowledge. You should understand what is the value of your time and what is the value of your knowledge, because these two parameters are going to give the new direction to your life. You cannot give time 100% to your passive income or 100% to your side hustle. You have to understand what is the value of your time, how much time you can give to the each side hustle. Like it took me a lot of time to create 12 side hustles. It took me around last 2 to 3 years to work on all my side hustle. But what I did is I have given ample amount of time for the specific side hustle. Like, okay, I want to work on this is the time I can give, this is the knowledge I need. So first one is you should understand what is the value of your time and how much time you can devote to specific category and start working on that thing. Second thing is knowledge. Knowledge is nothing but it's power. Knowledge is a great power, and if you have a lot of knowledge, like if you can become a specialized journalist, then you can literally monetize those kind of stuff. So you should be specialist in one of those category. Like the freelancing category is my specialist category, where I talk about marketing, where I talk about digital marketing, ads, all of those things. That is my specialized category, and I have ample amount of knowledge. That's the reason I can sell my knowledge. It's better to sell your knowledge rather than selling your time. The last lesson I realized is try to reduce your dependency, because that's something everyone should care about. Like we already talked about why time is important, but you should also understand why you have to reduce your dependency. Because see, there are different kind of side hustle that you have to give your time, but once that get rolling, make sure you automate those kind of process. Try to automate a lot of things, so you will reduce your dependency and you can work on your next project, or you can create another income source. So that's what I did in my life. Like when I started with the podcast, I realized that podcast is started rolling. Now I don't have to give that much time that I used to give. I can outsource some of these things. When I started with the YouTube, I did everything at my first. Like I did everything by myself, like whether it is a thumbnail, description, playlist, video editing, I did everything. But when I started getting rolling with the YouTube, then I started to outsource a lot of things, like outsource script, outsource thumbnails. I can do a lot of thing outsource, because that's going to reduce my dependency, and I can work on another project that will help me to create more money, or that will help me to increase my surface area. So you should understand that you have to reduce your dependency. So that's all for today's video. These are the lessons I learned from creating different income sources, and that really helped me to make a really good amount of money. And I hope these lessons are really helpful for you. If you have not subscribed to my newsletter, make sure you subscribe to the newsletter, where I share a lot of detailed tips, a lot of weekly tips that will help you to excel in your life. So if you really want to make money online, you make sure check this video, where I shared how you can start your freelancing careers and start making money. Or if you are already a freelancer, here I shared 10 to 15 jobs that will help you to pay more than 15 to 1 lakh rupees for your job. And thanks for staying for here.